G'day Darkrealmers, it's horror author and illustrator Michael J. Elliott here with you again, and today we're going to be looking at a movie that deals with an evil app. Yep, that's right. Hey, if this is your first trip to the Diaries, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you want to keep up with the best in horror from book reviews, movie reviews, creepypasta and trivia, then hit the subscribe button and you'll always be up to date. Okay, Darkrealmers. Bedevilled is one of those movies that deals with fear, but is it any good? Well, I'll let you know right after this. Let's get started. Yeah. Okay, Darkrealmers. Well, Bedevilled concerns a group of high school friends who all come together to mourn the death of their friend Amy, who in the opening scene has been killed by something. Okay, and they find it hard to believe that she died from fright. Okay, well, it's not long after this that the four friends get an invite to download an app, and apparently it comes from their dead friend Amy, and they think how, but Cody explains that these things can take time, so she may have sent this before her death, and that's why they're only getting it now. So all the friends download this app. Well, okay, this app is a bit like like a virtual assistant, very helpful, and then it becomes very evil. And to give you an idea how evil it is, think of Siri going through the mother of all menopause. Okay, yeah, that's right. And what happens is that basically the app, which I won't explain if it's actually the app or something else, but it plays on their fears. Okay, now the trouble with the movie for me, Darkrealmers, is that we've got the standard group of high school friends and they're not very interesting. That's the problem. The directors, the writers haven't made us feel enough for the characters to really care. They're basically cardboard cutouts. Now, the only one who I had any interest in whatsoever was Cody, and that's because we learned that he's a computer, well, not so much geek, but he's a whiz. He's also good with electronics and so forth. But the trouble is too, Darkrealmers, the movie gives us all their fears, but it's once again show us, don't tell us, and we have them one by one explaining what their fears are. And so we know straight away that that's how the app is going to polish them off. Okay, in some way, shape or form, their fears are going to be manifested, and we're going to see that. And so there's no real thrills there. And one of the problems too with the movie Darkrealmers is that it relies so much, as do all Hollywood horror films today, with the false jump scare. It seems like every time something's about to happen, we get this huge volume rush of dramatic music, even if nothing happens. And it's a bit like I've said before, Darkrealmers, it's the boy who cries wolf. Okay, or it's probably more like we've all had a horror inoculation, and now the jump scares, we're immune to them. Okay, that's what is a little bit disappointing about this movie. Now, this isn't the first movie that's dealt with teenagers being murdered through their fears, and one of the best examples is Nightmare on Elm Street, of course. Okay, but look, this app, Evil Entity app, is no Freddy Krueger. Okay, there's none of that pacing, there's none of that wondering when Freddy's going to turn up. It's just it becomes very formulaic after a while. Okay, and we know, well, I knew virtually that there was only going to be one person left. Okay, I won't tell you who that is, of course. Okay, but look, in its own right, it's a fine movie. Okay, it's not spectacular. It's not going to stretch your brain cells wondering about things, and you may or may not be scared by some of the fears of these teenagers. But overall, it's just an average horror movie. It's one of those ones I say, set and forget. Put it in your DVD tray, watch it, and then instantly move on to something else, Darkrealmers. Now, you can find it on Netflix and other streaming services, and it is available on DVD. So if you're looking for just something just not too you know, intellectual, that will stretch the brain cells too much but give you a little bit of a scare, then give Bedevilled a viewing, okay, Darkrealmers? Well, that's it from me, horror author and illustrator Michael J. Elliott. I hope you've liked this review of Bedevilled. If you've seen the movie, let me know in the comments below. Did you like it? Was the points I made detracted you from enjoying the movie? Whatever, because I like hearing your reactions to some of the movies I review here at the channel. Okay, Darkrealmers, well, that's it from me, and until next time, as I always say, now if you're going to be downloading new apps, make sure you do it in the light. Okay, Darkrealmers, bye for now.